Look, welcome back to Scores from the Playground Line. It's not a lot of shit you can say about my nigga Nas. Sincere. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. But this new information, Shyne has just let the cat out the bag, so to say. I ain't never knew this about Nas. It makes me look at him totally fucking different. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, man. I ain't with the bullshit. Once you expose your hand, I can't unsee or unhear what I've heard. Drop it in the comments, bro. Let's get into the content.
I never forget there was this young lady. I thought she was like the most beautiful young lady um ever. Definitely in that school. And so I used to walk her to class. I used to carry her books, everything. This is me after I got shot, tough guy. And I think like Nas came to pick her up one day in high school, right? And I was like, yeah, one day.
Yeah.
One day that's gonna be me, right? And he came to pick her up, I think in like a 600 coupe. And so the first car that I got when I did my deal was a 600 four-door.
The Mercedes,
Listen to this, right? And so, like I said, I was like her, like, you know, I was just carrying her books. And she was like, oh, yeah, you're nice. But, you know, she's dealing with the big guys, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm a high school kid. Yeah, I'm fly, you know, Brooklyn style. But I'm taking the train. I got nothing to offer. You know, I'm not in the streets or peddling any narcotics. I'm, you know, trying to turn my life around. And so I never saw her. But then I graduated. This was like 96. Graduated in 97. Did my deal in 98. And I hadn't seen her since 96. And sure enough, one of the first persons I see when I got that S600 was her at a club. And I couldn't wait to like walk her outside because she probably couldn't even imagine. There's no Twitter, there's no X, there's no social media, but yeah, I kind of diverted.
Right. But did she walk out?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Look, they say Nas is infected with that R. Kelly. I'm going to say that again. They say Nas, Sincere, is infected with that Jay-Z. Look, drop it in the comments. This makes me look at Nas totally fucking different. And Shyne didn't even know what he was saying. He made a mistake. You know, he wasn't even trying to call Nas out. But look, Nas, I totally believe it. Yeah, I totally believe it. You was picking up girls from the high school, meaning you are a nasty, disgusting bastard. And it hurts me to go at Nas like that. It hurts me to say that about Nas, yeah. But when I hear this type of information, nigga, you were 23 picking up 11th graders, bro? Come on, man. Come on. I've heard it all. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm gonna just be real, bro. Everybody in the 90s was doing dirty dick dealer shit. You know what I mean? It makes me look at them quite different. Now, Nas always spoke about the higher power, being righteous, and having morals. But this shows no morality. I'm just being honest, fam. It don't matter how quiet you have been throughout the years. It just shows me you've had something to hide. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Look, Shyne, thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you, because loose lips sink ships. Mass Appeal is doing great. Nas just got a casino. Like, who sent you, bro? Yeah, who sent you? Everybody knows Diddy is like Jay-Z's brother. Shyne has always been in Diddy's pocket. Now he coming out slamming Nas, saying Nas was in the Young Girls. When you know how that's gonna sound. The internet is eating it up. You know what I mean? Look, what can I do? I can't do nothing but believe it. Nas, I'm asking you nicely, brother. Asking you nicely, motherfucker. Come out and get in front of this shit. You know what I mean? Get in front of this shit because it taints the music and it taints the legacy. I don't want to know Nas was that type of nigga to be waiting outside the high school. But like I said, nothing has been confirmed yet. But I don't know if somebody sent Shyne to say that or, like I said, he just slipped up. Whatever the case, doesn't shine a good light on Nas here, man. Let's drop it in the comments, bro. It wasn't just the New Yorkers. They was doing it down south into Louisiana. Famous for it. Famous for it. You got your old niggas marrying 13-year-olds that they didn't bought off for the parents. Look, bro, shit has to stop. Shit has to stop. And people have to be held accountable for the bullshit they was doing back in the day. Nas. I wish we could have let this shit go to sleep. I wish we could have let this shit go to sleep. But unfortunately, we're in 2025, fam, and nothing sleeps. Everything must be talked about. And this one doesn't even tap my ticket. Once I know you've been fucking with them young girls, I ain't rocking with you like that. Yeah, I ain't rocking with you like that, man. So anybody that does a Nas interview, I want y'all to come out and ask him straight the fuck up. Were you picking up young girls from high school? Don't say that with your cousin. So what, that my cousin? That don't mean nothing. Don't say that's your cousin. Nigga don't want to hear that's your cousin. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be real. Nigga don't want to hear that's your cousin. You were 23 years old, picking up prospects from the high school. Pathetic. Yeah, fucking pathetic. You know? That's why I am here. I am here to challenge the status quo. Yeah, I'm here to challenge the status quo. I'm gonna say a whole bunch of shit and talk about a whole bunch of shit that niggas don't wanna hear, but it's the truth. I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth. So help me God. So help me God. That's one thing you can expect from me. Look, like, share, subscribe. Scores from the playground. We going up in the way. That way. You know what I mean? We ain't going this way. We going that way. Like, share, subscribe, hype my video up. This is the only way to put an end to the bad behavior that has been showcased and spotlighted since the 90s. Drop it in the comments. Scores from the playground, fam. One thing about me is I'm not scared to say what I need to say. Get in the comments if you want to say some shit to me. It doesn't hurt me. Doesn't hurt me whatso fucking ever. I'm 6'4". I'm a heavyweight. You know what I mean? I'm 210 pounds. You know what I mean? 6'4". But you do the math. I've never lost. I've never lost a fight. I've never lost lunch money. I've never lost anything. You know what I mean? I'm a winner. That's why I'm confidently doing me. You know what I mean? Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Nas, inquiring minds want to know, were you, in fact, at that high school like Shyne is saying? If it is true, mass appeal ain't worth a team. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest with you. If that's true, nigga, I'm spitting on you. Yeah, I'm spitting on you. You was raised better than that, and you was acting like you had sense for years. Only to show that, nah, you ain't got no motherfucking sense, nigga. You ain't got no motherfucking sense. Because if you did, you kept your ass up from up there. Be honest, let it be real. Drop it in the comments. Scars from the playground. Like, share, subscribe. Nigga, peace.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.